If you were expecting a food review, I should probably explain a few things. It's like, man, I don't want to hear about your dumb book. Dogs don't usually celebrate New Year's Eve. And then, it's hard to sleep with fingers stuck in your ears. I feel more hungover than if I went out and got drunk. Good morning on this wet January 1st, 2026. That's right. I was debating whether I even wanted to start my vlog out here this morning because it's so wet. But there's Bailey and Bolt over there. Normally I would sit down and start talking, but everything's wet, so I'm not going to sit down. I'm just going to stand here. Can't do that very often in Vegas. Last night I had a live stream, which was my final Q&A on Freakin reviews, and I think it went pretty well. It was fun. And then my sleep last night was horrific, so I went to sleep. I did not stay up for the fireworks. Who cares? I mean, like, I've seen fireworks enough. I don't need to stay up. Plus, I was alone with my dogs. And last I checked, dogs don't usually celebrate New Year's Eve. People kept lighting off fireworks, which I get it. It's New Year's, no hate there. But when it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it's like, come on, man. It's like, it's past midnight. There was literally like, it actually sounded like a bomb went off right outside my door last night. That's how loud it was at 2 o'clock. And then my smoke alarm decided to start chirping. And once I hear that chirp, man, there's no going back to sleep. So I've been up since 2:45 this morning.
Low battery.
Oh. And by the way, Bolt doesn't like going to the bathroom out and it's wet. I have to kind of coerce him out here. He's getting harder to coerce. He didn't like it out here. Bailey, she'll do her business anywhere, but Bolt, not so much. It's actually already like 8:30 in the morning. Usually I start these vlogs much earlier, but I was kind of wrecked. I mean, a couple hours of sleep. I feel more hungover than if I went out and got drunk. I didn't even drink last night. I feel wrecked. But I've got a new phone for 2026. This is an iPhone 17 Pro Max. I've got a new selfie stick, which also doubles as a tripod. And I have a lot of fun things planned out. I got a few things coming out next week. So hopefully you will be tuned in for that. But let me start my day and I will continue to vlog as it goes. I was thinking about getting out of the house for a while, kind of driving around. I had some things I wanted to check out on my own. I also need to get some 9-volt batteries because even though my smoke alarm was going off at 2:30, I have no 9-volt batteries and it's New Year's Day and everything was closed overnight. So I had to listen to it. And then, it's hard to sleep with fingers stuck in your ears. I tried, but your fingers fall out eventually, so it didn't work. Anyways, I got stuff to do today. Not really too much work, but other things as well. And I'm surprised Bolt's out here. So I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Bolt. Come on, Bolt. Nope. Okay, stay out there. I'm finally on my way to the store to get some 9-volt batteries. I'm going to replace all the ones in the hallway because I know if I don't do all of them, we don't start chirping tonight. One thing I was going to mention that I did during the holidays is watch that Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight. I've been a boxing fan most of my life. I've kind of had phases where I'm into it more than others. I never wish any kind of like harm to someone, but it was pretty satisfying to see Jake Paul get smashed right in the mouth. I think at this point Jake Paul is just kind of a caricature. He's just trying to be a bad guy because it gets him attention. But on the other hand, I felt like boxing was redeemed at least a little bit because I never really considered him to be really much of a boxer. That Tyson fight was a joke. Come on, Tyson. I guess I haven't bought 9-volt batteries for a while. Why are they so expensive? It's like, a 4-pack of 9-volt batteries, $24 really? Get out of here. Anyways, while I was in there, since Freakin 2 has a lot of food-related stuff on here, I found these Frank's Red Hot Spicy Gummy Bears. I'm going to try one right now. Why not? Quick mini review here. I love Frank's Red Hot. I kind of like gummy bears, but I don't think I've ever really had them at the same time. It smells pretty good. Let's see. I would say standard gummy bear fare. Let's try one at a time. Hard. Nice kick to it. Good kick. Gonna burn my throat. Try another one for educational purposes here. Hard. Tasty, but multiple flavors. Flavors are good. The spice is good. The texture's not good. They're hard. They feel almost stale. No wonder they were setting them out. They're trying to get rid of them. Anyways, I gotta get home, climb up in the pot shelves. I'll see you there. Kind of growing on me, despite the texture. Kind of pretty good.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you guys believe in doing New Year's resolutions? When I was younger, I was all about New Year's resolutions. I still make them, but for some reason when I was younger, they were like the most important thing to me. And I would be talking about them months afterwards. Nowadays, I don't really make them so much as far as something specific like that. I would publicly announce them, but I do have goals every year. But that's not quite the same thing, is it? One of my goals for this year is to post one video per week on Freakin' Reviews. I mean, pretty much since the beginning, I've always been kind of under the gun. You know, the clock's always ticking, and that just gets old after a while. I want to be able to take my time on my videos. So if I just have one a week, I should be able to take my time and not feel so stressed about it. The other goal is to post more than 52 vlogs on Freakin' 2 this year to beat the number I posted last year. That means I only have to post a little more than one a week, so it doesn't seem too bad. I'm not going to set those weight loss goals that everybody does, and nobody ever lives up to it. When I was going to the gym regularly, it's funny, man, the first 2 weeks of January were always packed, and then by early February, it was back the way it always was. Almost nobody stuck with it. I guess personal trainers, they get a lot of calls like in late December, early January, and then they get a lot of people jumping off the bandwagon within a month. It's a good time to make New Year's resolutions, but late January, early February appears to be a good time to flake out on them. Not used to seeing this kind of weather in Nevada, but we're getting it now. Why do I have Summer Loving from Grease in my head? I haven't seen the movie in ages. I haven't heard that song in ages. Something must have triggered it, because I don't know why I'm singing that song. And all those like 30-year-old high school students in the movie. I always have a song stuck in my head, and sometimes it makes no sense. Hi, I'm just gonna get a Trenta black iced tea, no sweetener. Now I know people hate on Starbucks, and for good reason. You know, like people say, go to the local shops, and that's I do whenever I can. But first of all, this is near my house. Second of all, most of these local shops, at least in this area, last time I went, they never had black tea. They always have like passion fruit, and I can't drink that. Well, I can drink it. I just don't want to drink it. I want plain black tea. I swear, I'll have the coffee shops out there that always have some like peach tea, which I don't want that. Starbucks has good black tea, and they're right down the street from my house. When I'm out and about, I try to patronize local businesses, but sometimes I just want a quick black tea. They don't have the sweetener that I like, though. I like Sweet and Low. Now, I know it's going to be funny. Someone in the comments is going to say, oh, you're putting that poison in your body. Oh, yeah, well, what's in that hamburger you ate? What's in that orange juice? What's in that processed cheese? We all eat junk. I can't have regular sugar in my drinks, and I like a little bit of sweetness, so I put a Sweet and Low packet in a giant black tea. Not that bad. Don't selectively get outraged about the junk that I eat. I can eat whatever junk I want. But, oh, that song's still in my head. Why? All right, so I should probably talk about this channel real quick, since this is the first vlog on this channel. If you were expecting a food review, I should probably explain a few things. Now, Freakin' 2 has always been my sandbox. You know, I start off with some goofy skits, then I do those kind of crazy food reviews, and now I'm vlogging. You're probably going, what's up with that? I plan to continue doing some of those food reviews, but I have to wait. I'm kind of dealing with some health issues that require me to avoid certain things. I can eat some things, like I can eat meat, but there's certain things, a lot of things I can't eat, or I have to avoid or eat in moderation. So I've been kind of laying low on the food videos for right now until that kind of calms down. But I've been really missing vlogging. I really enjoyed it on my main channel, but it really wasn't algorithmically something that fit well on Freakin' Reviews. So I think Freakin' 2 is where they're going to belong. I can vlog here as much as I want. Now, I don't care about the algorithm on this channel. The algorithm can just get out of here. I don't care. So moving forward, there will probably be, I'm guessing, knowing myself, I'm probably going to post a lot of vlogs early on, and I might slow down to a more easy to manage pace for me. But I'm kind of looking forward to vlogging, so I'm gonna do quite a few of them up front. It's where the vlogs themselves, you know, the Freakin' 2 has kind of evolved in its own way, but the vlogs have evolved as well. They started off as behind the scenes updates for members only, and I think I have a playlist for those. If you're interested, I mean, they're kind of old and outdated, but if you're interested, I'll have a playlist for those. I'll put them here, there, wherever I put them, I don't know. But so I started off as behind the scenes updates for members, which just started off with me saying, here I'm doing this week, and those evolved into vlogs that I started posting publicly, and even the format of those evolved a little bit too. So this has been kind of a couple year evolution in the making. So it's been kind of fun for me, but a lot of my normal review viewers don't even see it. It's just kind of this like secondary evolution I have that a lot of people don't even notice. I enjoy doing vlogs. Hopefully you enjoy them too. I enjoy having a second channel where I don't care about the algorithm. That is so it's so liberating to have that. And with that, I think it's time to go back home. I've been out running some errands. Even though it's only 3 o'clock here, it's already starting to feel kind of dark. It's foggy here. I didn't get a nap today. I got up at 2:45, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to push through, but I ain't gonna make it very late tonight. When I was younger, I could do it, man. I'm old. I'm an old boy. I'm 57 years old. I'll be 58 this year. Maybe I don't look 58. Maybe I don't act 58, but my joints feel 58. My cold tolerance feels 58, and my desire to sleep feels 68. But with that, I'm heading home. I thought of something funny. Every time I think I'm done for the day, I think of something else. I thought of something funny. I was listening to a podcast earlier, and it was a person who I'm not gonna mention the person, but I was listening to a podcast, and don't you hate when you're listening to someone who's doing an interview but they're promoting a book? Like every response begins with, if you read the book, as I say in the book, my book says. It's like, man, I don't want to hear about your dumb book. If I'm going to buy your book, you only have to pitch it once. I don't have to hear every answer begin with, if you read my book. It makes me not want to read it. Stop talking about your book. It's an interview. I know you're pitching your book, but you don't have to do it every sentence. And with that, I think I'm going to go home and start writing the Freakin' Reviews book. Well, that's it for the first day of 2026, the first vlog on Freakin' 2. I hope you enjoy watching these vlogs because I really enjoy making them. I've got some pretty fun stuff planned for next week down on the strip, so please stay tuned for that. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.